It's my privilege to present to you the pinning ceremony, the class of 2021. So give them a round of applause and then please be seated. Go ahead and sit. My name is Amy Fugate, and I'm the Vice President for Academic Services at Kirtland, and it's my privilege to fill in today for our Dean of Nursing with emceeing this ceremony, this pinning ceremony. And as I was thinking about this, nurses' pinning ceremonies are a very near and dear to my heart thing. I thought I would show you, you're looking at the nurse of today, but I have with me a beautiful wool nursing cape that was my mother's in 1950 at the University of Michigan. And so I don't wear her pin because I'm not a nurse, not that she didn't try. But this was her cape. You were not to be seen in 1950 walking around the U of M campus if you were a student nurse without your cape. So it's a heavy wool cape, but as I was putting it on, I was like, there's no buttons, there's no nothing. I forgot to ask her if they got to wear boots or if they had to wear their white shoes. But if you can imagine a group of nurses in their white hose, their white dress, and their caps, but their beautiful maize and blue cape. So she used to bring it out during the Ohio State football game, and we would say, Mom, is that a band cape? And she said, when I was at the University of Michigan, women weren't allowed in the band. So how far we've come with that as well. But I know she's looking down now. She used to come to the nurses' pinnings with me and watch them and see future nurses. And what I remember with my mom is at this time of year, Christmas cards would come, and it would be from these people I'd never met. And they would talk about their families. You know, as a kid, you sit and went through the Christmas cards, and I would say, well, who are these people? Well, that was one of my classmates in nursing school. That was one of my classmates in nursing school. And they lived in different parts of the state of Michigan, and they kept in touch via Christmas cards for all the years till we were grown as kids and out, and then they would have reunions. And this group of nurses would get together 30 years later, 40 years later, from the class like this, like you all were in. And there's a friendship and a bond that forms in these nurses' classes that's unlike anything else I found in higher education. And they went different routes, they did different things, but they always kept that close contact. And, you know, it was amazing to me. The day my mom passed away, I went home and there was a message on the answering machine from one of her nursing school classmates saying, hey, Julia, I was just trying to call and check in and see how things were going. And I thought, this timing, that bond, that friendship, and I called her back to tell her, and she said, I knew something was up. So you're entering a profession that, for me, is one I'm very proud to say that I was raised by a nurse. I couldn't get away with faking sick to get out of school. That was the bad side of it. But I was raised by a nurse. I was raised to understand what nurses do. And as my parents aged, I spent a lot of time with nurses and know the value of the nurse to the family in times of need as well. So I honor your profession. I honor you all for going through this pinning ceremony and reaching the point where you've gotten. I know it hasn't been easy, right? Nothing easy, right? No. But that's why you'll be good nurses, because it wasn't easy. So before we go into the actual ceremony, let me introduce you to some of the people that are with us today. It's my privilege to introduce the president of the college. We're in the new Thomas Quinn Event Center, named after him, with his vision for having a place like this. So Dr. Thomas Quinn, our college president, is with us. We're also pleased to have two members of our Board of Trustees, the chair of our board, Marianne Farragon, and the vice chair of our board, Jack Kramer. We are a small department in terms of full-time faculty, but we have wonderful full-time faculty. Dr. Heather King, who's joined us new this year. Stand up, Heather. Amy Polzing, and April Whitaker, our full-time faculty, that have spent a lot of time with this group, getting them to this point. We also are privileged to have with us some of our part-time faculty who serve with them in the clinical rotations in the hospitals: Nancy Burke, Stephanie Lauria, Haley Eames, and then a very special person that many of you may have met or known before, who is our retired director of nursing, a former faculty member in the department, and who now comes back and works with the students in simulation as they practice here what they're going to see in the real world, Beth Hubbard. And one other person up here who has been instrumental to me in helping get ready for this and all of the things that the faculty need to have done as we head into accepting and finishing one class, accepting a new class, but who is our health sciences support person, and that's Jenny Hubbard. So many thanks, Jenny. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. King to please come up and share with us some reflections from a faculty perspective.
I was kind of hoping I'd be looking at you all. I'm so used to seeing their faces. All right, so when I was thinking about what I'd say today, I was thinking about all of you, but it made me think about my own nurse pinning, which hasn't been that long ago, almost 15 years, but not quite. And honestly surprised me that the day even came. I just kept working so hard, and then it finally came, and it was kind of like a shock to me. I was like, oh my gosh, we're actually here. The day actually came. I had repeated to myself so often, you can do anything for a season, that when the season was over, I was shocked. I had no idea what to do. Kind of like a fake it till you make it kind of thing, right? It made me think about all those that supported my journey, though. So I wanted to take a second to recognize all of you, parents, spouses, friends, children, all those that supported them along their journey. So I'd like to give you all a round of applause, too. And then my second thought about my nursing pinning was, finally, I can read what I want to read. I've got a stack on my desk. I'm going to reread Harry Potter, all the books, every single one of them, right? And you know what was not on the list? Bruner and Siddharth's medical surgical nursing. That was not on my list of reading journeys. So then I started my first nursing job, and after orientation day, they said, we'll see you at class. And I was like, class? No, I already did that. I don't have to, I'm done. But really, you're not. Unfortunately, they don't tell you that part, right? It was then I realized that that famous Nightingale quote about being lifelong learners is really true. She said, let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. So your education is really just beginning, and we're sending you out into a really, really tough healthcare world right now. But I feel confident, I know everyone sitting to my right would agree, saying that you're really well prepared, even if you're nervous. It's okay. You'll ask questions, you'll practice, you'll work really, really hard. You might even hear my voice, Amy, or April's voice in your head, for better or for worse, occasionally. But if you find that you're overwhelmed, struggling, just know that's normal. This is a process of becoming the nurse you were meant to be. And just like nursing school, you will build on your knowledge and skill, and you'll grow, and all of a sudden, you will feel confident and like a nurse. And then something new will come, and you will repeat this process over and over and over throughout your career. Eventually, they will hand you a new grad and say, train this person. And you might look behind you and say, who are you, me? Who are you talking? You want me to train that? Okay. Okay. And you will take on the challenge, and you will do just as you did in nursing school, and you will succeed. And then, eventually, you will remember my voice saying at the beginning of 4th semester, you can do anything for a season. Congratulations, guys.
Each year, the class selects someone to speak on their behalf, so representing this class of 2021, Mickey Friel.
Good afternoon. I know you didn't all come all this way to listen to me talk, so I'll try to be as brief as I can. First, on behalf of the entire class, I would like to thank everybody here today, not only for being here, but for being there for everybody for the last couple of years as we've gone through this. I don't think any one of us would be where we are today without the support of the faculty and administration, as well as all of our friends and family, many of whom are here today. So thank you. It's hard to describe what we've been through together. We entered nursing school during the most challenging year that modern healthcare has seen. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't always fun, but it has been well worth it. And not just for our degrees, not for our licenses, but for each other, and for the good friends that we've all become. Whether those friendships were made in school while we studied, or outside of school while we didn't study, we have each shared unique experiences. And let me tell you, you guys don't know what true fear is until you've experienced Amy and April over here coming in to grade you on how well you can wash your hands. But we got through that together, just like we have hundreds of times since. And although today is a day for celebration, and we have a lot of celebrating to do, it does mark the end of our journey together. I'm not going to tell you not to be sad about it, because not all sadness is evil. But I do want to say that it has been my true pleasure to be a part of this group, and to watch as these friendships have all taken root. And wherever we go from here, whatever we do, I hope that each of you will find time for new adventures with each other, so that these memories and these friendships can continue to grow. But today is also about our accomplishment. And there's one thing of which I am certain. It's that our success is not going to be measured by what we have accomplished today, but by what we will accomplish from this day forward. These nurses are going to do great things. Thank you.
I was thinking, stay in touch with Christmas texts now, not cards anymore, Christmas text at least. All right. There is an amazing thing that's happened with this group, and that is there is an honor society of nursing, and they are identified in your program, the members of the honor society, by asterisks, and it's hard not to see asterisks everywhere. So I'd like Amy Polzing to come up and talk about our honor society.
First, I'd like to say welcome to everybody, and congratulations, you guys. I'm super proud of you. I just want to take a few minutes to honor our nursing students, and what better way to honor them at their nursing pinning ceremony. As many of you may know, nursing is recognized as one of the most trusted professions. With that being said, our students work very hard academically to get through nursing school. These students have given up many hours with family and friends, and to achieve this degree, and it is not easy. And those here have done it with honors, which is also not an easy task. Just ask them. The Organization of Associate Degree Nursing, OADN, was founded in 1984 and recognizing the professional role of the associate degree nurse and promoting the future of associate degree nursing as an entry point into the registered nursing in the midst of healthcare changes. As part of being a member of the OADN, the students had to do a capstone project involving education. This year they focused on quality improvement, and I have to say that I've sat through 7 years of presentations, and these by far were the best that I've ever seen. So congratulations, you guys. Today, as the faculty advisor of the OADN Phi chapter, along with my fellow faculty members and administrators, I am proud to be inducting the following students into the organization. When I call your name, please stand. And as you come across, you will receive your cords and pins. Okay, so we're gonna get this started, and it's all in alphabetical order. So, Darlene Bergstrom, Devin Brisley, Jordan Crindington, Chelsea Davis, Mickey Friel, Jacqueline Honeycutt, Karen Giral, Michaela Keskin, Dana Knigge, Emily Panoso, Holly Schlickenmeyer, Desiree Stiles, Jacqueline Swift, Carly Tomzak, J.C. Trumper, Brandon Tudor, Amy Weber, Jolie Wise, Charlie Wood, and Haley Lushart. I now induct you into the Organization of Associate Degree Nursing Degree Alpha Delta Nu Phi chapter. Congratulations on becoming the newest members. And if we could all give them a round of applause, please. So, and thank you for allowing us to share this honor with all of you today.
Now comes the fun part. We've reached the point to give the nurses their pins. They will be being pinned by a faculty member of their choice as they go through this. So Heather, I think you are up first. Joelle Wise. Joelle would like to thank her boyfriend for supporting her and being her motivator, her family who she has missed. She would also like to thank her clinical group who have become her family, and our faculty who have shown they truly care and do the most for their students. Thank you. Amy Weber. Amy would like to thank her husband for supporting me and our family through this process, my family for supporting me and watching my son, my faculty for being flexible and going above and beyond for us. Thank you. Holly Schlickenmeyer. Holly says she would like to thank my mother and father, Marie and Gary Bennett, for being my biggest supporters through this journey. And I would like to thank my boyfriend, Thomas, for loving me and cheering me on and dealing with all my crazy moments. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Mickey Friel. Mickey would like to thank my mom and dad for all their support, my grandma Sue for her consistent encouragement, my classmates for sticking together so well, and Francis for being a good boy while I was gone. The following students will be pinned by Nancy Burke. Devin Brisley. Devin would like to thank Skylar for being my rock and biggest believer. Thanks to my mom, dad, Tiffany, Dan, and Kara for all the supporting me and pushing me to pursue my dreams. Thank you to all my faculty and my cohort. Desiree Stiles. Desiree says, I would like to thank my mom, my number one supporter, Cameron, my grandparents, and the rest of my family for all the support through nursing school, as well as Ellie for always being there for me, all of our instructors for all your support as well. Thank you. The next student will be being pinned by Beth Hubbard. Michaela Keskin. Michaela said, I would like to thank my fiance, Alex, for supporting me throughout this process, my parents and grandparents for always pushing me to be my best, and my classmates in clinical groups for allowing me to learn in a great environment with the greatest people. Next student is being pinned by Stephanie Loria. Anita Dickinson. Anita says, first off, I wanted to say thank you to my husband for supporting me through all this, my son, mom, dad for never giving up on me and for always encouraging me. Thanks to my mother-in-law and sister for providing childcare during my clinicals and study sessions. Thanks to the faculty, staff, and clinical instructors for always going the extra miles. Thank you all because I am finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. April, you're pinning. You stop hugging. You're up to pin. All right. Emily Pinoso. Emily says, I would like to thank the faculty, whether they're instructors or work behind the scenes, my class, and specifically my clinical group, for their constant support and laughs over the last 2 years. Also, I would like to thank my siblings and those who came today to celebrate with me. Dana Carnegie. Dana said, I would like to express my gratitude to my fiance, Nick, my mom, Catherine, my children, Calvin and Lillian, my family and my friends for supporting and encouraging me through this challenging and rewarding journey. Thank you all for believing in me. Charlie Wood. Charlie said, I would like to thank my mother and father, Rhonda and Roger Wood, for helping me make my dreams come true, my daughter, Savannah, for giving me my dreams a purpose, and Jonathan for supporting me through this journey. Karen Jarrell. Karen says, I would like to thank my parents, grandparents for their faith in me, my Aunt Debbie for being my mentor, and my husband Devin and sons Ethan and Carson for their unwavering support. I couldn't have done it without all of you. The next students are being pinned by Haley Eames. Okay. Brandy Tudor. Brandy says, I want to thank my husband Tom, daughter Jaden, and my parents for their love and support during these last 2 years. To my clinical family, who have become my second family through this journey and have been a huge support to me as well. Thank you. Brittany Grove. Brittany says, thank you to my grandparents, Margaret and Jerry, my parents, siblings, and in-laws for always being there, my nursing family for being my shoulder when I needed it, and most importantly, my husband, Stephen, and daughters, Hadley, Hannah, and Margaret. It's because of your love and support that I'm able to stand here today. J.C. Tremper. JC says, I want to thank my boyfriend and my family for all the love and support throughout this crazy journey of nursing school. But most importantly, I want to thank my nursing family for being my rocks and my chosen family. I couldn't have done it without you. Jacqueline Honeycutt. Jacqueline says, I would like to thank my husband Wade for all his love and support, my 2 sons, Everett and Reed, for constantly motivating me, my parents for always believing in me, and my classmates and clinical group for their support and encouragement. Chelsea Davis. Chelsea says, to God be the glory. She's been blessed with the love and support, blessed with the support of her loving husband, sons, and parents who have stuck by her side during this journey. Proud to be a gold star. Jordan Crittenden. Jordan says, thank my family for all the support, fellow nursing students for structure and confidence over 2 very long years, Kirtland staff and faculty for the opportunity to graduate from such an incredible program. That's it.
Thanks, Haley.
The next students are being pinned by Amy Polzing, Carly Tomasek, Carly said, I would like to give a special thank you to my family for all the emotional and financial support over the last 2 years, all of my instructors, and Haley Lockhart for being by my side every step of the way and helping me succeed. I couldn't have done it without all of you. Haley Lushart. I'll say it right this time. Haley says, special thanks to all the Kirtland instructors and clinical faculty for all your hard efforts in helping me learn and be successful. Shout out to my sidekick, Carly. Thank you for supporting me along the way. Thank you to my friends and family for never giving up on me and pushing me to be my best. I couldn't have made it this far without all of you. Thank you. Jacqueline Swift. Jacqueline says, thank you to my parents for their endless support, along with fellow classmates and the new friendships that were made. Also, the amazing faculty that guided us to where we are now. Thank you. Brenda Forstner. Brenda says, besides the anticipated nursing school stress, we made it from the first semester of COVID and survived. I would like to thank Scott for his love, support, and patience, my friends and family for their understanding, the faculty for gaining knowledge, and my classmates for their support and help. We did it. Darlene Bergstrom. Darlene says, thank you to my mom for dealing with my roller coaster of emotions, my best friend for being there through my venting, crying, doubts, and continually telling me I can do it, my aunt and uncle and Janet and Chuck for all your help. I would not have finished school without your help, to my brother and sister-in-law for helping with those dreadful care plans. You noticed when we had the procession in that the nurses came in by candlelight. There will be another candlelight moment, and there's a reason for that. So I would like to ask April Whitaker to please come up and share with you the information and why we do that.
The Nightingale Pledge was created in 1893 by Lista Greeter in a committee for the Fair and Trading School Grace for Nurses in Detroit, Michigan. The pledge takes after the Hippocratic Oath taken by physicians and was named in honor of Florence Nightingale, who is the founder of modern nursing today. The Nightingale Pledge reflects the moral principles of the medical profession and is a promise that nurses make to uphold and respect the Hippocratic Oath of the Nightingale Pledge to do no harm, practice discretion, and be dedicated to their work as a nurse. Graduating class, please rise, light your lamps as we recite the Nightingale Pledge, as you pledge to uphold the morals and principles of the nursing profession you have worked so hard to enter. I solemnly pledge myself before God Congratulations.
On behalf of the administration and the faculty and everyone at the college, we wish you the best. We hope you continue on with your education. I know some of you already are working towards that BSN, but keep going. Good luck to you in your jobs, and we will. I used to work with someone who said that when I was at another college, she said when she'd go into the hospital, she would say to any nurse that came in her room, "Where'd you graduate from?" And if they weren't from the community college, she'd say, "I'd like another nurse." So I hope the same. If I have to end up in the hospital, I'll ask for the Kirtland nurse. So be proud of where you started, and we look forward to hearing about your future. If you will all remain seated, we'll let this group exit first, and then we invite you to join us in the lobby for refreshments and visitation and photos. And if you haven't had a chance to see it, there's a wonderful slideshow going on out in the lobby that will show you some of the moments that this class had, both in class and out of class, right? So congratulations.